today. From Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fuzza. Let's go. And
getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Lions now coming out for their
time for some football. Let's have a good first drive here. Jared Goff, not bad. 11 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. We're 1,000 yards thrown.
Goff was really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls. Took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency. And that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Good block.
Take
5 yards all day at first.
The numbers on the
First
ground for
down.
Montgomery in last week's affair. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
Oh, yeah.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Line of scrimmage,
Get my run game going. Then now get my passing game going.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery.
There we go.
6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of
We
scrimmage.
keep moving. I'm moving and moving and moving. Don't need hurt though. Don't matter. We still got first. Holding. Never mind. It's not a first down now.
Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. They'll come up now on a second
Gibbs.
and long after the
Time to go to work, Gibbs.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
Oh, yeah.
He'll get this up to about the 40. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Block, block, block. All those guys right there, and you don't block them. 3 on 1. You don't block them.
Short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Oh, this is risky.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
Get him. Hutchinson.
Pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Wants to run.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
Good job.
Forget about finding a lane.
Rodriguez.
He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Pick it.
Oh, his first throw of the game.
Cookies.
Intercepted. Chauncey
Let's go.
Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession.
That's the defense I like to see.
42-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's
That's what I like to
still
see.
early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. Escaping the pressure right.
Wide open. Oh, yeah.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I thought I had a great play, but I didn't. Block. Good job. Oh, yeah, that's what I like to see.
Space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first
Ready to come
down
off
for
that
Detroit.
double team, block the next guy. Great job.
They'll keep
Yep.
pounding here with
Yep.
Montgomery.
73, you're having an awesome game right now.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. The Lions coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. We're scoreless.
I said this was going to be easy. Just got to keep fighting.
On second down, here's Goff.
Block him. There we go. Got him. I'm on Ross St. Brown. Banana.
First down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the
Oh, they're sending in the blitz. See if I can get around them.
Here's the run with Montgomery.
Oh.
Managed to pick up about 4. It's
45 stayed at the line.
Second and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that,
St. Brown.
you're able to do so many things anyway.
Juke.
You
Never
can
mind.
come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has
Come on,
to be
Ryan,
quicker,
dominate.
and you've got to deliver the ball on time.
Push him back, push him back.
Clock is tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Score. Come on.
They'll fake the give.
Action. Got him. Touchdown.
He's got it.
Sam Laporte out of Iowa.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
Touchback. Man.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get
Watch
this
the
drive
run.
underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way.
Get him.
How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense
Run.
moving.
Takes this to the
Yeah.
27, give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be tackled right
Nothing you
off
can do.
the
That's
top of the
Metcalf, dude.
45.
Nothing you can do.
That'll pick up the first down
Metcalf
for
is
Seattle,
insane.
a gain of 18.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Gino. And that
Oh, if I went over there.
incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
At the screen.
Throwing on third down.
The screen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first down and then some. 36 yards. From the red zone now, Smith.
Sack attack. Dun-dun-dun.
Calais Campbell able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts,
Seattle.
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards
defense.
to go. Smith now to throw. Over the
Get
middle,
him.
that's caught by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Gino now to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point
They
away
beat
from
my zone.
the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to take the game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it.
Lions.
And he'll go down as this
All right.
drive will start at the
3 timeouts,
25
42
yard
seconds
line.
left. Let's get something going.
The Lions
Here we
offense
go.
ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Goff. This one
Go out,
completes
go
a
out.
Tunyon
Here we go.
underneath. 2 yards on the pickup there. And
2
it'll be
yards.
second down.
But at least we went out of bounds still.
I
So.
like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receivers too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go, Lions. Here we go. Here we go, Lions. Here we go. Whoop, whoop.
Here's Goff.
Oh my gosh.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete.
That was
That'll bring
scary.
up second down. Goff now to throw.
No, why did I do that?
On the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
No.
After the interception, here's Smith.
Get him, defense.
Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Yep, that's
It
half.
looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So, message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
We go.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7
We
our
are the
score.
Lions. We are the
This will
Lions.
not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. Well, the first half very even.
To
I mean, really,
begin
in all
the
facets, this
3rd.
ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half
Oh,
brings
watch out for
us.
Metcalf.
Certainly
Like,
am. I'm with
and
you on
the whole
that one.
receiving
We all
crew,
know a
really.
lot of coaches from the NFL,
Their
all the
offense
way
is
down
pretty
to the
good.
Pee Wee level. They love love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it.
Really good receivers, a really good running back, decent quarterback.
From the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Gino. Short throw to Disley, and he's upended at the 33.
They're way better than Denver.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Smith.
There we go. Is that Hodge? That's Hutchinson. Let's
Able to
go.
get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Where you going, dude?
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could
Why
have
did he
trouble.
run away?
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Oh yeah, spin a
He's
Rooney.
taking a deep
Stand your
sigh
feet.
of relief right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery. And he is going to
Never
lose
works.
yardage
I don't
here.
know why I keep trying.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy.
Screen.
What's it gonna take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And Thomas has it. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he is going to have the Lions first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On EA Sports.
St. Brown in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Oh,
that would never
what
get
a tackle.
He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Come on, come on, come on.
Goff now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds.
Lead hit.
Inside the 30. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 65 yards on the ground for him so far. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Montgomery will take this one in.
Touchdown, Lions.
Formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Short throw to Disley. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes.
2-minute warning.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 43. Throw out wide.
I missed.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10.
Pick it.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Smith's going to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. And it's caught. And they corral him just a
Score
couple
it, tie it
yards
up,
shy
huh?
of the end zone. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
Defense.
As they stop
Defense.
28 seconds
Defense.
to go in this football game. Here's first and goal. Smith to throw. Toward the end zone.
Here we go.
That's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Here's Smith. And he's got it.
Short. He's short. He's short.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown.
Where did my defender
And
go?
now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Goff. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is in
Overtime.
And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six,
Here we go.
Boom,
Boom, boom, boom, boom,
the game is
boom.
over at that point.
Dun, 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 dun.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Here we go.
Bring him to
Let's
the ground just shy of midfield. 82 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And off comes to Montgomery. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And they're going with some extra beef up front. They've got to have this one in overtime. It's 3rd and 1. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Goff. Thomas has got it. Complete.
good fake.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes his legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
They'll roll him out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Back to throw, Goff.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So
Let's go.
every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though,
Boom, 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 boom.
Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, we'll get the ball first. Let's do something with it.
Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here comes the Detroit Lions offense, led by Jared Goff.
By the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass.
And that is gonna
What a
be
catch.
one-handed. Wow. That one good for 37 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards.
They had no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
There's Goff, sliding out of the pocket.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
What a start.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to throw, Ritter. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Ritter. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ritter with it after the play fake. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape.
Lions won over Detroit. What?
Quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks.
Oh, it's
Pick.
intercepted. A drive killer there. picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return. And that's where you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end.
After the interception, here's Goff. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play.
Let's go, Lions.
2nd and 10. Now Goff. He'll buy some time right. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Goff.
Got it. First down. And more.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's the first time that they looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Goff now looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Goff throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd.
That's what I'm talking about.
Taking a 2-touchdown lead now. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Looking long for Thomas. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Play action. It's Goff. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now it's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now, the way they're playing, doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Goff. Flush to his right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw on second down is Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So that drives 7 plays in length. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Ritter back to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's taken down inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible but this possession is an empty one.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And that will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. Dancing to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They run. Montgomery. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
2nd and 9. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff, rolling to his right. That is caught. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
Here's Goff. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. The lead that they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. It makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent.
Wednesday.
Into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by London.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Here's Ritter.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The fullback wide. And this will depend on the mark.
Let's go.
They stop him. The fullback dive held up short. And the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Straight ahead with Jefferson. And a strong run there. So
too easy.
15 yards for the Lions there. First down.
Here we go now. Here we go now.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its face.
Lions.
I know it sounds crazy,
Lions.
but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations
Block him.
where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll run on first down with Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down at a yard. And they'll go right back to Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And they're going to get him.
They got him my way.
Back at the 16-yard line. Lorenzo Carter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Hooker. Got a man. It's Collins complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Hooker. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Roughing the passer.
He's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And
Touchdown.
And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it is 42-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Falcons ready to take over. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter.
He's got him in. Complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And this pass is caught by London.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Ritter on 1st and 10. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Koo, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, They're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Detroit, they pick.
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. But last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players. Thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. On first down, Hurts. He's got Watkins on the out route, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Swift going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from the 1. They go play action with Hurts. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash here, should be it. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 and his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
The former #1 overall pick has had his ups and downs in recent seasons, but he finished strong last year and inherits a really good offense in Tampa that should set him up for success.
Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Mayfield. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy gain right there.
Now a 2nd and 2. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here is 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
A 4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. On first and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught. Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. Hurts going to keep it on the draw. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mayfield now. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on... And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And now because of the sack, it's third and goal from the 14. Now back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports.
Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On second down, they'll run with White. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On third down, a run from White. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Shedding the tackle. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll look to throw again. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On the draw, here's White. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They run straight ahead here with White. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Here's White. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Rashad White, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First down, here's White. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Mayfield looks to throw. He gets it over the middle to Palmer. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. White. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Buccaneers will add to their fourth-quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. Now he'll dump
dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground with White. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.